The guy who started this honoring and remembering of our fallen heroes 25 years ago. And I can't believe I'm still doing it, but it still needs to be done. And I wish that there was more people down here, but I understand the circumstances. But this parade will always go on, rain or shine, because our veterans and our fallen heroes, they fought in rain and snow and sleet, hot and cold weather. So there's no reason for us not to have a parade to honor them, even if it's just raining. Thank you for carving out some time on your Memorial Day to come out and help to honor and remember the fallen in Dacula. This is the date that we want to reflect upon those who have died in service to our country and for those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. Now we've got, there's 128 or so entries on the lineup for the parade. I'm not really sure exactly how many of them canceled. I know there is some that did cancel for obvious reasons. But what we're going to do here is I want to thank, go ahead and thank the Gwinnett Amateur Radio Society for coming out. They've helped all 25 years to line up this parade. And without them, it could not be done. So thank you. We've got, I'm sorry, this year we do not have a Grand Marshal. I tried many different avenues, and you know, some of these guys, and I'm finding more and more of them, of the World War II guys, they just don't want, you know, the spotlight on them. And plus they're getting up in years. I mean, they're in their 90s to 100 now. So we're still here, we're still honoring them on this day in Dacula. We have new this year, we kind of changing up the little schedule here a little bit. I'm going to do my annual speech here in a couple of minutes. And then we're going to have a gentleman by the name of Jeff Cutchins. He's going to play taps. When the parade comes down here, he's going to play taps. And then we have a young lady named Olivia that will sing the national anthem. And then the parade will proceed. Are y'all okay with that? All right, y'all ready for our parade? How many newbies do we have this year? How many have never come to the parade before? All right. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay. By the way, the parade has started down there from the church. So they should be here in 12 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all for being here today. It's an honor to stand here and speak about something that I hold so dearly, and that is to remember the sacrifices of our nation's fallen heroes. To our fallen military men and women, thank you for the ultimate sacrifices you've given to help keep our nation free. To our current military men and women, may God bless, protect, and keep you safe. On November the 19th, 1863, Abraham Lincoln gave what we know as the Gettysburg Address at the dedication of the Soldiers' National Cemetery in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It was an important occasion for our nation to honor those who had given their lives during the Battle of Gettysburg. It reads as follows: 87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of this field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we do this, but in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people, by the people, and for the people shall not perish from the earth. The Battle of Gettysburg was one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. The Union North and the Confederate South together lost more than 7,000 men during this three-day battle. Over 45,000 were wounded, and more than 10,000 were captured or missing. The cemetery was planned as a final resting place for more than 3,500 Union soldiers who lost their lives at the Gettysburg Battle. Memorial Day is generally thought of as the beginning of summer, a day off of work, your backyard barbecues, the start of family vacation, and school's out. I want you to enjoy your day. I want you to enjoy your barbecue, or however you decide to spend Memorial Day. Enjoy the day making memories with your family and friends that you'll cherish for a lifetime. But I ask you to do this. Please, never forget why you are able to spend this day, this holiday, the way you do. Memorial Day is a day that we as a country come together to honor fallen heroes. Those that were so willing to give of themselves to defend their brothers and sisters, their country, our country, your country, by paying the ultimate sacrifice. Memorial Day is a time for Americans as one body to stand up and say thank you. That we remember you and that we are grateful for you. Here's a poem that's called Each Time You Tell Their Story by Samuel J. Hazel. No soldiers choose to die. It's what they risk by being who and where they are. It's what they dare while saving someone else whose life means suddenly as much to them as theirs, or more. To honor them. Why speak of duty or the will of government? Think first of love each time you tell their story. And as founder of this Memorial Day Parade, It has been my goal over these last 25 years to instill, especially into the youth, our little kids, our teenagers, and unfortunately some adults, an understanding of what the significance is of Memorial Day. We enjoy so many freedoms, but we also must remember that these freedoms did not come cheap. Our freedoms have been bought and paid for with the blood, sweat, and tears of our fathers, grandfathers, husbands, wives, mothers, brothers, sisters, our sons, our daughters, and our peers. But still today, we have family members that stand tall in the military, ready and willing to defend our freedoms from all transgressors all over the world. So to those that have paid the price, to those that are sacrificing themselves today, and to every single veteran here today, my heart is with you. I will never forget what you have done for me in this country. So please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please today, spend some extra time with your loved ones. But step back and reflect on your freedoms that so many of our sons and daughters have died and paid to protect. Remember why you have the freedom that we enjoy today. So to conclude, I have an assignment for every single person here, young and old. As you and your family are out today at the store, at the mall, wherever you are, I want you to seek out 3 veterans. And I want you to walk up to them. I want you to shake their hand. And I want you to tell each and every one of them, thank you. Thank you for their service to their country and our country. I do it all the time. And I'm here to tell you that that brief encounter with that veteran and the acknowledgement of their service to our country will mean so very much to them. And I promise you, because I've done it, I promise you that you will walk away feeling really good too. Thank you. May God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.